So now you go on your first little quest. And yeah, that's something notable too. The translators of this game had a really difficult time doing this translation because in Japanese language there's kanji, which are basically like words encapsulated into a single little like kanji thing, and then there's hiragana, which is basically the alphabet, and then katakana, which is a simplified version of the alphabet in terms of the way it's designed, used mainly for foreign words. Most games in anything in Japanese is usually kanji integrated with hiragana. So basically like words, you know, and sentences and so forth. But the thing is with Japanese is there's no actual punctuation. In full-on Japanese, there's no like spaces, there's no, you know, periods or whatever else or something like that. So because of that, they use kanji to break up the hiragana so you can actually understand what's being said in the sentence. So the thing about this game is for whatever reason, the creator of the game made all the speech in it all hiragana with no kanji at all, which is the equivalent in English of just writing a gigantic sentence with no spaces or any punctuation at all. So you can imagine how hard that'd be to read for a native English speaker. Imagine trying to do that in Japanese, especially when a single word can take on like 5 different meanings with the way that Japanese is structured. So the translators of this game basically went God tier mode to actually be able to translate this. Like, this is one of the most legendary translations in all of gaming history that this was actually pulled off. The people pulled this off so well, and not only did it so well, but managed to retain a lot of the humor of the original. Is just like, these guys, I think, got an award for it. They, like, honestly, if they didn't, they do deserve one, because it was easily one of the hardest translation jobs of all time. Mother 3 was the same problem, and that was translated by just like 1 or 2 guys. And they did that whole fucking project themselves, so that guy's like a monster too. Fucking ridiculous. I don't really like Mad TV on Cartoon Network. I think it's restricted by the Cartoon Network format. I think it'd be much better on Adult Swim, but then it'd basically be Robot Chicken 2.0. So, you know, there's not really a point. Liking my videos or favoriting them or anything else like that, it does help, but it just helps to spread it around more than to actually like get money or anything like that. How you doing? Yeah, so she literally just fucking breaks the 4th wall and tells you that she got more info about Earthbound. You actually want to go in here immediately because people will actually miss this and go the entire game without even knowing this. But you want to go in the library and you can borrow a map. And this map serves for the rest of the game. It's a fucking magic map, apparently, that works for every single town in the game, save for a few of them. So, if you press the button, you can now see a map, and you can see where food's at, a shop, a hospital, hotel, etc. Now, if you've never played the game, you can tell why this would be insanely useful. But before we even do anything here, we're going to go up here and get another little secret here that's not really that known. You can talk to Pigpen here and fucking, I'm doing watch out dude for the hideout. Can you take over? Suck my dick. So you go in here, and you go up, and you go in here. This is another thing a lot of people don't really know about. Is you go in here, and you talk to these cool guys, and apparently he had a dream about you traveling about a cute girl. That actually does happen. Fuck you, buddy. You're so cool. I think I really like you. So, you talk to this guy, and you get a Mr. Baseball cap, which is actually really good defense for this part of the game. So you want to equip that immediately. Whoops. Yeah, so that ups your defense by quite a bit. So you go down here, and now we can actually start the game. And so now, notably, whoops, you can dig around in trash cans, and you can find a hamburger, which you will gladly eat to regain life. Ness don't give a fuck. He just don't care. You can also get hit by a vehicle, and they don't care. So I used to always like this as a kid. I'd be like, what the fuck you doing? What the fuck? You following me, bitch? I'm fuck your mom. Alright. And then he just says, fuck it. And he stops, because now he's going to fucking kill you. So you can't go in some of the places, but you can go in the drugstore, and you can buy shit, but unfortunately, you don't really have much money. You can use the payphone to save your game, but we're not going to do that yet, because that's kind of pointless. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, and this is a magic butterfly. You'll see them around places sometimes. If you touch it, it regains some of your PP, which is your psychic points. But we don't really need that right now because if I believe, yeah, I'm full psychic points. I don't really need it. So we're fine. I do need, though, actually, I'm going to go back and get that because I do need to use my life up, and now it's fucking gone. Son of a bitch. But we need to use that, though, because you have to fight the sharks here to gain some life. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my life up. You can talk to this guy, and he gets butthurt. And so the skate punks are usually actually the most dangerous because they do ridiculous damage when they shred on their board, which is 13 damage, even with my baseball caps, a lot. I mean, that's going to kill me in like 2 more turns, so I need to knock this motherfucker out immediately. Wow, he's doing it 3 times in a row. That's ridiculous. Now, here's an example of why I put it on fast text. Because now he's going to shred. I didn't even get the life up in time. Never mind. Usually you can use life up faster than that, but yeah. So we already died first try in the game, no problem. Now, one of the thing is about this game, when you die, you restart from where you last saved, but you keep everything you've gotten even before death. And then this happens. If I were to go back to my house to begin with, you would have this guy drop down. So, yeah, don't even ask why this happens. It becomes evident late game. But this guy fucking drops down from nowhere and randomly says that he's going to take your picture. And then he takes your picture, and then he fucking disappears. And that's it. That's never explained for the entire game why he's there, or who he is, or even why he does that. There's a theory that Porky hired him. That would be a good idea. That would make sense if you hired him to like keep watch on you. I could see that. That would definitely be a good idea. Now I have hypnosis, which is okay, but not really that useful. So, As far as people asking about what advice is for Let's Plays, I'm probably the worst person to ask for it because I don't actually do Let's Plays. I just do videos of games and then I just kind of fuck around in them. It's like I don't actually provide like super pro level like mastery of a game or whatever else. So I don't really consider myself to be a Let's Player. I don't even finish like 90% of the games I do. So, you know. But with that said, in any sort of video on YouTube that you do, my general goal is to be able to say to myself, I could show this video to some random person on the street who doesn't know me, doesn't know my videos, has no idea what the fuck I'm doing in them, or doesn't really care about me or whatever else, but it's still entertaining. So that's my general goal, and obviously that's not always possible, but I try to aim for that. That it'd be something entertaining no matter what. So now I do 11 damage because I went up a level. I could try PSI Hypnosis, but I don't have enough to do it. I am doing more damage now, though. I'm doing a lot more damage because I went up that level. I would recommend Earthbound to somebody who's not particularly into RPGs just because it's so non-RPG-ish. It's, you know, I mean, look at it. It's like, it's not fantasy. It's not, you know, swords and sorcery and dragons and all that stuff. So it might be a lot more accommodating for somebody like that. And so this guy immediately runs into you as soon as you run into the arcade. And he's on a pogo stick and he attacks you and he's very mad. But you just beat the shit out of him with a bat, so he didn't give a fuck. He fell down, and then you shove the bat up his ass. And then that's what happens. Now, the danger with these guys is they can call on other people to come and assist them, which is very bad. That is very bad because sometimes I've gotten into fights where I have to fight like 4 of these fuckers, and it's insane. And so he gets mad, and then he's like, fuck you. You want to be a member? No. And then you fight him. If you hit yes, then he tells you some bullshit, and then you tell him to suck a dick. So I'm going to eat a hamburger here, get my life back. Now I'm going to beat the shit out of him. Very violent game. Very violent. And so he's done. So this is basically just getting XP to be able to fight the boss. You don't have to grind that often when you play this game, but it does help. It definitely does help. Now if you go to one of these guys here, yes, I do equip it, you fuckhead. And so you have to fight this guy, and you beat him into submission. Yeah, so now he called for help. So this is where a problem comes in. Is now you're getting nailed by 2 sources of damage at once. So you need to get rid of him immediately. Fortunately, the pogo punk falls down on his ass like 90% of the time. So, You know, he's fallen down now 4 times in a row. So, you know. Alright. Now, if you fight that guy normally up there and you say you wanted to be a part of the club, he says come back after you beat the game or something like that. Oh my god. Now, this is something bad. If you get hit from behind, if an enemy catches you from behind, they get an immediate attack that they can do to you. So you don't want to do that in a lot of cases because you will have a very bad time. Well, don't be a pogo man then if you can't keep balancing a fucking pogo. Now you can flip this the other way around. And you can fucking... Oh wow, this guy's actually blocking him. Oh my god. Motherfucker, watch this shit. Juked. Oh my god. Amazing. Oh, just eat a fat one. Alright. Blocked him with the car. Couldn't even take it. Be like... Alright, so... Oh wait, I don't want to go in here. Fuck this bitch. So you go in here... the drugstore, because you gotta eat your drugs, because it's 420. And just to clarify this, I've never smoked weed in my life. A lot of people think I have, but I've not. So I now have a balance of $196, which I'm going to take out. Just because, you know, my dad and my mom and my uncles and my aunts and my cousins and my nephews and my nieces have all smoked weed, although my mom doesn't anymore. That doesn't mean I have, so... Earthbound doesn't require any context at all by playing the previous game, but it is nice just to know it because there are a few things that are referenced from the previous game, but they're not needed at all. I played it the first 4 or 5 times and had no knowledge of the previous game. So, I have never smoked medical marijuana or any sort of marijuana or a cigarette or anything else that even remotely similar in my life. I've also never done any sort of drugs that were not immediately needed for my medicinal needs. So the only things I've done were morphine for seizures, CoQ10 and digoxin for my heart, and barium and iodine for my heart condition also to check stuff. And then I had Vicodin once when I got 6 teeth pulled out and I never took it again. What was I going to say? Oh, okay, I don't want to buy anything from him. I'm derping. I had seizures for most of my 12th year. That sounds weird to say. I don't know how else to say that. When I was 12 years old, I had seizures for most of that year. No idea why. Probably stress seizures. I'm not sure, though. So you can get a T-ball bat, which you definitely want, because you need that fucking damage. And this game is nice in that it equips you with the item, and then it also lets you sell the item you had, which is really fucking nice, and I wish all RPGs had that, but, you know, good luck. You can also get a cheap bracelet, which ups your defense by a lot, so you definitely want to get that, and then you can, now you're fully equipped on everything, I believe. I'm more stressed now, but I've learned to enjoy stress. So. Having a seizure is not pleasant. You can't breathe, you vomit anything you try and eat, you fucking have your whole body convulsing, and then you start vomiting blood. So, not too pleasant. And so you save the game with your dad. And then a new study actually came out that said bursts of stress actually make you more intelligent or able to think faster than having constant stress. And I'd say most of the time I have bursts of stress. Like, you know, I'm pretty relaxed and I have like a burst of stress when I got to work on something or whatever else. So it keeps you sharp. It keeps you sharp is what it does. Oh yeah, so what Nick J109 said is that Ness can in fact get homesick, which basically means if you haven't called home in a recent period, he'll get homesick and then he'll be unable to really battle and he'll start fucking up a lot. I'm going to kill these guys and I'm going to go to a hotel and rest. I would go back to my mom, but it's just too much to do. Kill this motherfucker, okay. I have ate the extract of a ghost chili, sleeping chat. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the fucking hotel now, blow a few bucks. There's an English patch of Mother 1, yeah. 35 bucks, fuck it, I don't care. I got bucks. When this first came out, it was a hell of a unique game. It was pretty fucking awesome. It was definitely awesome. It's still awesome. Yeah, I wish making money in real life was as easy as making money in RPGs too. You just fucking go out and get in a fight with somebody. Yeah, I got money. Oh my god. I'm gonna get like gangbanged. There's 3 of them in this. This is ridiculous. This is for the Super Nintendo, not the regular Nintendo. Stick Kid, I would not know how to do that. I would honestly have no fucking clue. I am not that good at programming on that. You can maybe make it something like only play the sound if the character is touching the background. Zaxxon Revolution. Do I want to throw something away? I will throw away a cookie. Now I have a hamburger. I'm doing fine coughing rocks. How much did I get knocked out for that? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. You can't go in the police station yet. That's for later. What the hell does this guy say again? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. Come on, bitch. Fight, motherfucker. Damn, he got laid out. Hell yeah, I'm gonna take a hamburger. Cookies are hella fucking shitty compared to a hamburger. You always want hamburgers. Cookies only heal, I think, like 12 HP, and hamburgers heal like 30 plus. So I think we're ready to take on Frank. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the goods here. I need to eat this hamburger to get full life again. So we're going to talk to Frank. What the fuck's going on, Frank? If you didn't get it by now, Ness doesn't talk like the whole game. So you have this thuggin' music here. And again, the different backgrounds. Just wanted to show you that. So you fight Frank. He comes out swinging. He does some pretty significant damage, especially if you weren't built up to this level and you didn't have these items. Your guts are basically like, well, he just got the fucking shit knocked out of him. Your guts are one of your stats. Your guts determine, there's a percentage chance that if you go and get knocked out to mortal health, that you will actually live because it will only go down to 1. That's one of the things it establishes, and I can't remember what the other ones are. So you fight him, and you think that's an easy boss, except now you have to fight a second boss with no break in between. So the way this guy goes is he generates a burst of steam, and then he punches you in the face. So we took 15 damage from that. I did a smash on him, though. So we'll go one more here. If this doesn't kill him, then we'll fucking eat something. Yeah, okay, we'll eat something. Actually, I'll just do PSI heal. Fuck it. Oh, shit. Wow, he tore into me instead of punching me. Amazing. Amazing.